Yo, what is going on, guys? What's up, snipers? I am Stock Sniper Mike, and I got a special visitor, my dog, Sniper Strati, in the house.
How's it going?
What's going on, man? So, before I start, just want to give you a big congratulations because you did hit that big milestone last week, dude. That one milestone that I think everybody talks about as a trader. Finally seeing 6 digits, 100K in profit. I mean, holding on to money is always the part that we all have to learn and get better with, I'd say. But at least we can say we got to the 100K. Definitely got there, and let's continue to grow together, dude. So, what we're going to decide to do is we're going to do a trade review today. I'm going to be reviewing a first green day play on an OTC Banking penny stock, First Republic. I don't know if you guys remember this one, FRCB. They were the one that was a $120 stock not even 6 months ago. And they ended up gapping down like crazy, and as they came as low as 16 cents. So unbelievable kind of drop that happened after all the banking crisis that went down. And that's when the snipers love it, because it came down to OTC markets, and the OTC markets are really, I'd say, my bread and butter. That's what I've made most of my money on. So I'm going to talk about how I played a sniper pattern first green day to second green day. Mine was definitely not as large as our man Strati, so that's why I got him on here. And he's actually going to talk about his trade, which his was a lot bigger. And definitely, I think we all have something to learn. I'm going to learn a little bit from it as well. So I'm excited about this. So let's get started. So I got the chart pulled up to the left. I got the monthly chart here on FRCB. As you can see, the stock went absolutely nuts. We're 4 days later from the spot that we bought it at, 3 days from Strati's spot. And it is up almost 120% from our spots that we got it. So unbelievable run here. But the day that I was able to get it, it got that huge first green day spike from 19 cents all the way to 27 cents. And that day we actually played as well, which I'm going to have Sniper Nick do a trade review on that very soon, because he's starting up a small account challenge, so be on the lookout for that. But we're going to talk about after it consolidated for 3 days, and then that next move up from 25 cents, 26.4, and then over on to the next day. So let's dive on in right here. I'll show you the day. So as a sniper, we like to play patterns. We're not really in here to fall in love with stocks at all. And the pattern here we're looking at is a first green day play, and it usually tends to follow up to that next green day. So if I'm going to zoom into this day, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about here. So let's dive on into the first day. So as you can see here, we had the consolidation for a couple days, and we personally don't like to usually play the stocks till the last 2 hours of the day. So the last 2 hours of the day are my favorite time to play it. It usually gives you time to understand, all right, is this thing going to run? What's it going to do? So we actually waited all the way to the end of the day. And if you look at the day there, you have clear support, which is exactly what you want. You pretty much want to see the stock. Oh, it's actually this day right here. You want to see the stock have some sort of risk. So we had the risk level right there at 27 cents. So a perfect risk. It's literally held that spot since 11 o'clock. So a lot of people would be scared in penny stocks and say, oh, I would not risk a 27-cent stock. But if you stick to your cut, stay disciplined, just like Strati will talk about in his trade, the sky is almost the limit. As you can see, the stock's now at 70 cents now. So when it gets this late day pop, that's when we really got interested in it, around 250. After power hour, 3 o'clock, it comes back down, and that's really where we started to get our fill. And we were able to get a full fill right at about 281. So after holding for a little bit, and it proved to us that it wanted to hold, we got in around 281 using 2.7 risk. That's about 4% risk, so that's exactly what we like to see. And on the upside, we're looking for 10 to 15%. So it did get a close at 28, 29, and now we're feeling good. We got a mini cushion going overnight, and that's usually what I like to see. If you have a cushion overnight, it gives you a little bit of comfort the next day. Now, the next day, I'd say I did a little bit botching there. Not the best situation, but we all can live and learn. Even with your wins, you can live and learn. So this is one of those situations that I can definitely live and learn in it, because the next day is over the weekend, and that's one of my favorite plays ever, is when you're buying something on Friday, because whatever type of weekend you had, if you're having a shitty weekend, if you wasted a whole bunch of money at the bar, whatever the fuck that you did that weekend, you can wake up to more money, and it's unbelievable to kind of do that. So that's what happened this weekend. We actually did it with FRCB and BBYQ, Bed Bath & Beyond. But as you can see here, we get the gap up to 29 cents. That's exactly what we wanted to see that next morning. And if I zoom in here, it pushed instantly to 31. And as a sniper, I was more than happy with that 10%, just about 10% there. So we actually decided to grab the bag almost right away, and we got out there securing our bag, and that was really our play over the weekend. We also were able to get Bed Bath & Beyond, so it was 2 for 2 over the weekend, right around $1,000 on both the plays there. So that was our play. But Strati is here because he's got a great, honestly, second green day, big volume type of play. So I'm going to let him take it over because his play was actually beautiful in my eyes. So you take it from that second green day now, dude.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with what you did, first of all. Like,
Thanks.
if anything, there's just like two patterns. You could have maybe rebought it. Like, what you did was stand, like, first green day sell pop. Like, that's the easiest money in the stock market, I swear. But, like, I just didn't trade it that day because my favorite first green days when they spike in the morning, consolidate, and then strike into close. This all started, I think, because it did that initial spike the week before from like 20 to 34 over a couple days. So that's when it gets on my radar. And then what it did was it started to hold 25 for like 3 days in a row. And then that Friday that you bought it, it broke 25 and went low right out of the gate. And it was the biggest volume candle of the day. So to me, that says this idea is over. So stop watching it.
Interesting.
It should have faded and should have died there. So, like, I don't really trade, like, first green day, second green day, third. I just watch for clues on the daily chart for, like, shifts or momentum shifts. So, that, when it recovered that crack and then walked right up all day, that to me is a clue where it says instead of dying today, it came back and firmed up over a key level. So, that's just, even if I'm not trading that first green day, it's just telling me, like, hey, something's still up here. Don't not watch it. So then, yeah, I missed the first green day, but like it cracked 25 and came back and held. Now I'm interested again because it's doing a clue that I like to see. Then the second day, I still didn't trade in the morning. I wanted to see what it was going to do. And then it spiked again instead of cracking and is now near a 34 breakout. So then it's pretty much everything that you guys teach is like trading the right time of the day, trading a pattern. So it was a breakout essentially on the daily chart, and you had a nice risk level to work with. So there's a lot of factors that make this a doable trade. So I literally had to risk like a penny. So why wouldn't you buy as many shares as you want? You're literally risking that 32 level after it's held for like 6 hours. It already trapped people yesterday, came back. And we're right near a key level 34.5. So if you're breaking a key level into the close, why wouldn't you? It's just like that was a very easy trade to go for, in my opinion.
Nice, dude. So where was your actual? You kind of were sizing in on this breakout right here of 34.
Yeah, that 33, the 252 candle, that big volume. I probably started a little bit of that.
Yeah, that makes sense. That is that high day break, and then you kind of sized your way in on that next couple minutes during power hour.
Yeah, I mean, you can watch the level too. Like, once they start to take the walls down, like, and there's a big volume perk, you just join in, dude. If you get 33.3, 32.9, it's all the same, dude. You just want to join in on some volume perks and at the right time of day, so it doesn't really matter. And then it consolidated for 3 to 4 days, did the trap. So then the next morning, like, I'm not interested in selling it for a penny. So the key here is like you have to see what the new low is going to be so you can move your risk up. So then the next day I was willing to see it come back to 32 and stop out, or that new low was going to get set, so that level decided to be 36 if you look the next day.
Yep. Yeah, it got that morning spike and then it came back down.
Right. So it spiked. I sold like a little piece into that just to pay myself. And then I said, I'm going to see what holds higher than 32. And then I'm going to move my risk up to that and see what happens. So then 36 opened, held, came back, dipped, and held again. So around 9:45, like I doubled down, which like it's not like a risky thing. Like to me, it's just maximizing my trade. So I have my new risk level. I have cushion.
So at that point, you're risking 36. You're going to be risking 36 now.
There's no reason to hold underneath because I have a 34 average. So if it cracks 36, I still have a nice win.
Yep.
And I can always rebuy it later. But I'm not going to sell it till I know 36 is good. So it held 3 times. Now it's good. But right at the open, I didn't know it was going to be 36. The chart develops.
Yep.
and you get to that decision.
And it kind of held
So
that,
then,
never went red in a way.
right,
That 36 is a perfect
right.
spot. Yeah.
And the day before it was cracking lows at the open. So this is telling me like this is really strong. Like not. So then just added more, moved my risk up to 36, dude, and luckily it just never came back, bro. It just ripped, and I sold it all in the 42, 43.
Yeah.
For like 2,500.
That's amazing, dude. And that's the reason why he's kind of projecting, I mean, getting over that big milestone now. The one thing that I kind of would just add in that I kind of learned from this is, and that's something when Jack told me too when he came and visited, was really size into your winners. And that's something that you did here. Even though you were up and you still were able to take a bag, you still wanted more. You saw your risk and you got some more the next morning. So that's what I think I got to get better with. And I honestly congratulate you for that, dude. That's amazing. So good shit, dude.
Yeah.
And like you said, it never stopped. If you check it out, if you really zoom out now to the whole thing, it's at 80 cents now, or I guess 75 cents. So it went all the way up to 75 that next day. I mean, obviously, we're not going to tell you to come bag hold the stock forever because a lot of these ones are going to come right back down. But still, like he was saying, if the buyers are there, the support's still holding. Shit, man. The sky's the limit, literally, in this one. So that was an amazing trade, dude. Let's go. And we both were able to bag it. Obviously, yours was a bigger bag because you had a little more patience. Also, sizing in. It seems like that's the thing to do, size into your winners. But I love it, Strati. I appreciate you for stopping by and teaching us a little bit of something about your strategy. Hopefully, we can get a couple more of these in the upcoming weeks and months, dude. And let's keep doing this together, dude. Let's keep tagging bags.
We're good, bro.
Let's get it, man. All right, much love, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Click that subscribe button below if you guys want to see some more of these videos. And you can always check us out on the website, thestocksnipers.com, or on our app right there, baby, or on Google Play under Stock Snipers. You'll see me in the chat, Sniper Strati in the chat. We're always trying to tag some bags. So hopefully we see you guys soon. Much love. Peace out, man. See you guys.
See ya.